Hey there guys, it's Plamore here, and today we've got another episode of the Dream Fight series I'm going to be doing. The last one got quite a bit of views, so I'm going to be doing it again straight away. Today we're going to be doing Khabib Nurmagomedov, I think that's how you say his name, against Conor McGregor. So, this fight's going to be in Madison Square Garden. It's on, I think it's hard difficulty like the rest of them, and I'll be playing as Khabib. So, basically, just gonna be doing like what I want to see. Hopefully this is actually happening. It's been said that Conor was calling a Khabib fight in Russia, which would be good. But I would like to see Khabib go through like more high level people. Like, his only really respectable fight at the moment recently is Michael Johnson, and it'd be nice for him to get more fights like in a short amount of time, because he hasn't had that many fights recently. So yeah, it'd be nice to see that. And I just wanted to be able to like play out how the fight would go down, how I think it would go down in real life. This one's gonna be a longer fight. I think it goes to decision, but here comes Conor McGregor. So say who you would think would win in the comments below, or say any suggestions for another video in the comments below, and subscribe if you want to see more of these, because I'm uploading daily for the foreseeable future. Has won 20 fights in his career, which is decent. It's a shame about his boxing fight with Floyd, but what did you really expect, to be honest? He did well. He won the first three, arguably the fourth round as well, but Floyd just outboxed him at the end as Conor got tired. So let's see how he does against Khabib, and see if he can get his kicks and stuff in on Khabib. Conor is 20-3 in his pro MMA career. Khabib is 23-0-0, which is undefeated. Conor's got the reach advantage, although Khabib's got the height advantage, and they're both 27 years of age. So it should be quite interesting. They both weigh the same, quite obviously. In real life though, Khabib's been struggling to make weight recently, which is a shame, because I would have liked to see him be able to be a lightweight champion one day, and maybe see himself in the Hall of Fame. But yeah, there's a big takedown there from Khabib, who goes into crucifix, and Conor pushes him off into side saddle. I try and work the ground a lot in this fight, because that's Khabib's specialty. Like, he's good on the ground. He's got quite good stamina. When I did them flurry of elbows, I expected his stamina to drain instantly, but only went to around halfway. Conor does well to get me into his guard, and then he flips over onto half guard. We put him in full guard and try and get back sitting. In this fight in real life, I'd expect Khabib to dominate on the floor if it got to the floor, but Conor to win standing up. Khabib in real life got tagged by a good shot from Johnson, and that's only him. So I think if that was someone like Conor or a bigger striker, I think he could have been put away there. But it'd be interesting to see how the lightweight division shapes up with Tony Ferguson fighting Kevin Lee soon. I hope Lee does well, because everyone's saying that he's cringe-worthy and stuff, and I don't really think so. I think he's just like Conor was when Conor first started. Like, Conor really only had Irish fans. Like, no one was there for him from the start that were big American fans and stuff. Like, they only came in and got on the bandwagon when he was winning. So be interesting to see how Kevin does. Hopefully he can build himself up to be as good as, or as good a good a person as Conor, because that'd be great for the UFC, getting someone who can sell pay-per-views, stuff like that. Anyway, you see Conor on really low stamina there, so it's quite easy to block that takedown. I quite often use that takedown from the floor to just be able to stand up, and I don't actually try and take them down just so I can get back to my feet. But yeah, Conor shoots in for a takedown, which you would not see in a Khabib fight unless he was panicking like he did against Nate. But I get absolutely dropped there with a beautiful kick. I almost got put away, but I managed to get back and stand up to my feet again, and my head health kind of recovered, and I keep getting caught with kicks, so I go for another takedown here with 2 minutes left in the round, which is enough time to put someone away, or at least on the floor it is, so especially for Khabib. I probably should have tried to get Conor in a Kimura like he did against Johnson, but anyway. Also, with the lightweight division, it'll be interesting to see how Eddie Alvarez and what's his name, Justin Gaethje do. That'll be interesting. Really looking forward to that one. I really like Gaethje. I think he's a very entertaining fighter. Anyway, we get him back into guard, and we get up from the guard. I'm trying to regain stamina here, so I'm staying away. What I don't like about Khabib is how he stands with his hands so low in this game. It's like, takes a while. In real life it would take more time to pick your hands up and block, you know, it would take more effort and more stamina. But that's the later rounds anyway, but it seems to do fine for him because he hasn't lost yet, so can't really say anything. We block that attempt move by him. We lay some elbows into him, but not much happens from it. And I'm not actually sure what I was gonna say, but anyway, it'd be nice to see where the UFC would be. I also want to do a video on who I think would be UFC Hall of Famers in the future, and like a list of the future Hall of Famers. I really didn't expect Conor to go for a submission attempt here, but he did, and it didn't work. But you can't really expect much from him. Anyway, he gets me into back sitting. I get back to full guard. I try and break half guard, but it doesn't work. And I get up. Want stamina again, but it's the end of the round, so it doesn't really matter. Conor's face is messed up. What a slam by Khabib. I'd like to see Khabib versus Kevin Lee as well. That'd be an entertaining fight. Anyway, let's see them back out there. Khabib again with his low arm posture. We touched gloves this round, which we didn't do the first round, and then he blocks my clinch, and again, and then I get caught with a high kick. I keep going for a clinch and getting caught, and I need to be careful of that, and I get rocked there. I got to be very careful with my defense. I actually at the moment have more stamina than Conor, which is unusual considering the way I fight, because I normally end up with really low stamina. Like, I know I've got low stamina here, but I mean like the maximum potential of stamina you can get in later rounds. Anyway, he tries to get me back into the position we were in earlier at the end of last round, but I get back up into backside, and then he gets into back mount, which I wasn't expecting. So he goes out to side control on his own. That wasn't me pushing him off, that was him just transitioning off. I get to north-south, and just waiting stamina again, so I get up. Get him in a clinch again. He goes for a nice knee to the body, he gets me in the thigh clinch. I get back to cinder collar, and then I go into the same clinch he was just in. I get double under now. I'm trying to do a high suplex. It's what I'm like trying to get, because I just like using Khabib for slamming people really. So, well, that's what he's good at really. So, knee again to the leg, and now onto the face, but I block it. I'm doing well in defense here. which I need to get out of soon because I'm getting damaged arm. But now he's out of stamina, so hopefully I can transition. I get an inside trip here, I end up being in half guard. Now I'm trying to move to top mount, which happened successfully. I posture up, but I'm just really waiting for stamina really. I'm not really using it for an advantage until I got stamina now, but I probably shouldn't have got off. Anyway, he gets me in the tie clinch and pushes me off, breaks the clinch. I keep trying for the clinch, which I probably shouldn't be doing. I probably should be trying to score points by getting takedowns. I'm trying to finish the fight all the time obviously, but you need points in case it goes to a decision. So at the moment I'm waiting for stamina again. That's the big problem, is I use a burst of stamina and then I try and clinch straight after it. He doesn't do anything when he's in the tie clinch, so I just try and escape, but it doesn't work, and then he gets some knees in. With 2 minutes left in the second round. And now I get double under. Still trying to get that high suplex, which I think I get here. Yeah, here I do. I love that. I love that takedown, that slam. Anyway, now he's sprawled, and I'm going to go to backside. But I break it because I want stamina again. Pretty much the reason I break it. He now tags me in the body, tags me in the head as well. I thought it was all over there. But luckily Khabib can recover. And luckily Conor doesn't keep going for the body, because at that point his body health was lower than his head health. Now I'm getting pounded on here, which is, you wouldn't really expect Khabib to get pounded on by Conor in half guard, but I try and get up and catch some stamina and defend, and try and play out the thing at the moment. Conor with a taunt, with a nice another head kick. I just really want to try and get out the round at the moment, try and recover, but now I've recovered I'll be looking back for the ground and pound. It'd be nice to, I might see how many things I did, like takedowns, because that'd be quite cool, because I think I did quite a lot. At the moment I think I'm winning the fight on the ground and with takedowns and in clinch, but he's definitely doing better in stand up. Again, I'm using posture up in mount just to gain stamina, not to throw punches or ground and pound. I'm just trying to play out, but he catches my arm and I get back in top mount, so it's fine. But he could have rolled me over there to get to full guard, but oh well, doesn't really matter. And start pounding on the back of him. He goes back to full mount, but again he catches me. When I'm trying to punch him, he flips it up, defends, and we're back up again. Nice ducking punch, and then he gets a nice kick on before he goes for a takedown, and then it's the end of the round again. It's another solid round of action, that is where I got tagged. That was a beautiful kick just as I was going in for a takedown, and then I think here's where same replay. Yeah, there's been a good fight so far. Both of faces are bloody, and we go to touch gloves, but he backs away, so I just start punching, and then I get caught with an uppercut and a kick to the body, and I go for another double leg high takedown. Another great big slam, elbow to the head, and again twice, and he goes for the takedown as well, but I block it. Khabib standing in I think that's a southpaw stance at the moment, when I like to play orthodox, so I go for a single leg high to get out of the stand up, because I don't think Khabib can cope with Conor stand up. You get a couple of nice elbows in, and he goes again for a takedown that I block, because I'm not going to let him take me down and get some points. Although I get tagged there, and he got quite a good amount of points out of that combo, but I get a nice combo ending in a head kick. And I'm not very good at defending on the stand up, which is what I'm going to try and get better at. But yeah, there'll be more fights out. Might even be another fight out today, another one of these videos, because the last one got so many views. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Khabib again with side saddle, getting some elbows in, and he gets me back to side control. I go back into crucifix, into the side saddle again, trying to get more elbows away, but it doesn't really work to my advantage. I tried to get side saddle there, but it didn't work. He got me into half guard and full guard just in time. I get into stack guard. I start pounding on him. Luckily he gets his hands up and he moves me into feet on hips, and then he takes me down so he can stand up. I taunt him there as I just done a nice combo as well, and he does a really nice spinning heel kick. So again I go for another takedown, because this is the only way I see Khabib winning this fight. So get into mount. He puts me into half guard, but I get straight back into top mount, and I'm again using this for stamina. I need stamina breaks, but I get tagged by Conor there, even though I'm the one in mount. And again there's around half of this round left, so it's quite an interesting fight to see. And I start pounding away on him more, and then he catches my arm and gets me into full guard where he's on top. So I try and get him in a triangle choke, and I think I get quite close in this attempt. I don't think I get it though. I'm getting past the first stage quite easily. I tried to get that advance, but the transition, but it didn't work. Transition to armbar. And then I got the advance into the next one when he broke out and he's still in full guard. So then he gets to half guard and side control. No, he doesn't. He gets the side saddle quite easily. And now he's backside, so he's on top of me. And now he's on back mount, and now he's in full mount. So he's done quite well to get here against Khabib. I wouldn't have expected that, but now he's in half guard, and he's back in the side saddle again. What I did here was I tried to get him into side control so that I could climb on the fence, but my feet were the wrong side, so it just gave me the option to get up instead of climbing along the fence and get into side control myself. But yeah, I get up here, wait for stamina again, taunt him a bit. 1 minute 20 seconds left in the round, and he gets another nice combo away on me, which is quite bad to see. And he gets another leg kick, so I go for a takedown, but he gets a jump kick, crane kick, I think that was. But then I actually get the takedown with a minute left in the round. I go into crucifix. I think this is where I start over with him, but no, actually he gets out just in time. Now try for a guillotine near the end of the round. It can be interesting to see if Conor could break out of that, which he did quite easily. Hardly got anywhere with that, and now he's into, I think that's over under. I go for an inside trip here. Once I go back to over under, and yeah, 30 seconds left. It's just like trying to grind him out, see if I can get a late stoppage. But he gets me into half guard again, so I go into side control, get some elbows in, or one elbow, and then I go to stand up, see if I can get like a good punch and knock him out, but it didn't work. So I get back into half guard, and he gets me into full guard. I really should be blocking his transitions instead of going for my own ones, because he gets into half guard here, and now he's in full mount. But luckily I got back out to half guard, and then this can be the end of the round right here. So three round fight, so that's the end of the fight. Now it's just going to be showing the highlights from each round, and I was pretty much out there, but luckily I recovered just in time. In round 2, the highlight was the high suplex slam. I wish that was facing the centre of the octagon so it wasn't blocked by the cage, but that's a nice slam. He gets a nice elbow on me there. I think there's a couple actually, but anyway, let's see who wins this by decision. That's right, Khabib won it on points, so see you for the next episode of this, and hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a subscribe and like. I'll see you next time.